boy. Are you looking at the camera now? Clever boy. Clever boy. I'm gonna lie back. Good morning, everyone. It has been quite the morning. We got up nice and early, didn't we? Well, we woke up nice and early. Daddy had Scout for an hour this morning whilst I got some extra sleep. I was meant to be getting up and doing some exercise, but that did not work. I snoozed instead because I was super duper comfy. And then I fed Scout, and then we slept some more. I'm just watching Luna at the back of next door's garden. I have no idea where she just like popped out from. Cat's exploring. So yeah, fed him, he fell asleep. So when he fell asleep, I got up and put some makeup on, so I feel far more alive than I have done in days. I should have edited yesterday's vlog, but I'll do that this afternoon. And then when he woke up, oh yeah, I even curled my hair. When he woke up, we came downstairs, we fed him, and then he did a big poopy, and that's pretty much where we are now, and he's just smiling away at me. He was falling asleep a second ago, but I think my talking woke him up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But he wanted to snuggle. He was actually sitting facing the telly, and he was like turning into me to try and snuggle up. So we're having cuddles, aren't we? Yeah. But it is doctor's day today, so I'll be picking Liam up at 3 o'clock, and then we're heading to the doctor's to check out my liver and see what's going on there, and then have baby's checkup, and then have baby's jabs. So we might have a grub of a baby this afternoon. We are now picking Liam up from work and going to the doctor's. Little Scout back there has been an absolute angel today. He's done nothing but eat and sleep, which is really easy on me. It means I've been able to put some washing on the dryer and stuff like that, but he's just fallen asleep in the car, which he hasn't done for a while. Normally he screams and screams, and sorry, it's just really bad of me, no eye contact. He normally screams and screams in the car at the minute, but he's just fallen asleep, and I'm hoping he'll sleep until his appointment, but then I'm gonna feel really mean that he's having his jabs and he'll be half asleep. I don't know, it's kind of like, which one's the lesser of two evils, him being asleep or him being awake? So I don't know how he's gonna take it. I feel really, I've got the whole mean mummy feeling that you always hear about, but I want to be there for his first jab, so I can't not be with him. So Liam is supposedly coming out anytime soon. It is absolutely roasting out here. It's really, really nice weather at the minute, and it's actually a breeze as well, which makes it even nicer, because a few weeks back, or the past couple of weeks, it's been really humid and really still, so there's been no like air, there's been no flow of movement or anything, so that's been making it even worse. But this heat, when there's a breeze, is actually really nice. So if Liam hurries his butt up, we'll be on our way to the doctor's. Hi guys, hopefully you guys can see me. I just want to say sorry for the lack of vlog. There wasn't a new vlog to go up today or yesterday when you're seeing this. The dog is creating balloon rider at the bottom of the bed. One moment, I'm going to put some light on. Okay, so basically we went off to our doctor's appointment, and Scout had his jabs, screamed, bless him, he absolutely hated it. He's absolutely flat out now. He hasn't even had his like nighttime sleepy time feed. He actually drank about 5 or 6 ounces about 6:30, and he's been asleep ever since. So we're not going to wake him up, we're just going to let him sleep, because he'll be really groggy if we wake him up. He'll just wake up earlier tonight. So his 8-week checkup went really well. Everything's perfectly fine with him. Everything is fine with me, but then obviously she went over my blood results and stuff, and she's pretty concerned. My doctor is sending me for more blood tests, so I'm going for more blood tests on Monday to check if my levels have gone up or down. Basically my liver function isn't doing too well. My liver, something to do with my liver is too high or something. So she's sending me for more blood tests to see if that's gone up or down. And I'm also going for an ultrasound, which has been put in, an urgent request has been put in for an ultrasound for me. She didn't seem too bothered. until I mentioned that when I get the pain that I've been experiencing, which I haven't had for about 2 weeks, but when I mentioned that the pain goes around to my right shoulder, she looked really concerned, and at that point my heart dropped and I started feeling really down as well and worried myself. She said it could be a multitude of things. It could be gallstones, it could be my weight, it could be something pregnancy related, something that developed through pregnancy, it could be hepatitis, it could be so many different things that I don't know, my brain is totally all over the place right now, and I'm really hoping that whatever it is easily treatable and is not gonna cause massive issues in the long term, but we'll see. Yeah, I pretty much came out because Liam had to leave the room we were in for the appointments for the checkup to go and take Scout for his jabs, because the woman who booked our appointments pretty much didn't book the appointments correctly, so they overlapped, so I missed out on Scout's jabs. Liam did Scout's jabs with him, but yeah, Liam was waiting in the waiting room and I pretty much came out and cried. I don't know, I kind of expected to go in and for her to say, well, your such and such levels are high, but it's nothing to worry about, we'll just keep an eye on it. But no, she's quite concerned, and yeah, whatever it is, we need to get sorted. So I'm just gonna wrap up today's really short vlog, and Scout's asleep. We just put me in this bassinet and I'm gonna go and get an early night myself. This is a really unflattering angle, but hey ho. I have a face for makeup on, which I'm going to take off the minute I go downstairs to go to the toilet. But for now, screw it. I'm tired and I'm just going to laze in bed. So hope you've had a really good Friday. Hope it's been a little bit better than mine, and yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. We've had a lazy morning this morning. Mr. Scout has been so good since having his jabs yesterday. Like I said last night, he went down, he fell asleep about 7 o'clock. He had a feed, which was quite a big feed for him, but he fell asleep at about 7, and then he slept all the way through until 11:30. So he woke up for a feed at 11:30, and then he went back down, and then he woke up again at 4 for another feed, which is unusual for him to have more than one, but it was an odd night anyway. But then he sort of fussed a bit and went down for about an hour, I think, and then he ended up in bed with us. I gave him another bit of a feed and he fell asleep on my chest for a few hours, so he's had a really good morning. And then we sort of just snuggled and entertained him for a little bit, and he was getting really grumpy sitting up. He went from like smiling to crying, so Liam lay him down again and he fell asleep again. So he's a very sleepy boy. Oh dear, he's currently eating. So I think we're going to go to Morrison's and get a very late breakfast / lunch, because it's nearly midday already, and then do our weekly shop, because we need to do some shopping, and then we'll see what the rest of the day holds. We need to take the doggo for a walk at some point, and yeah, it's a really good day so far, nice and lazy, and we both feel really rested, and baby is happy. Yes.
Shopping. Where are we going? Shopping. Told you. Just gave her shoes. So we're off to Morson. That's French, I think. Although they used to have an advert with like Mexican hat dance music, wasn't it? So maybe it's not French, maybe it's Mexican. Morris Mexican, I don't know. So we're going to grab breakfast while we're there, or sort of breakfast, brunch. We're going to grab brunch first while we're there. And yeah, Sam and I have got an agreement. So for the last few years, I've been in charge of all the money, like where we spend the money. And Sam's been getting a bit annoyed by that, because Sam's not been able to spend any money.
I hate not having any control over anything.
There you go. So I said, look, I tell you what, you can have all the grocery budget from now on each month, and you decide how we spend it. With an added bonus, which is that at the end of this month, just this month, whatever we've not spent, from what we normally
I
put
can't even
aside.
just this month.
Just this month.
Damn it.
The added whatever we've not spent from the normal budget that we put aside, Sam can just have to spend on whatever she wants.
So we're just going to starve. We're going to live on
Yeah.
beans on toast.
You should see the list.
That is my choice.
The list she's written.
The list is beans, spaghetti hoops, tinned ravioli,
And dust.
and bread.
And dust.
Yes.
Yes. And and air. Air features heavily in the shopping list.
You'll add some water, but that's free anyway, so it's fine.
It's not free at all.
No, that's
I
true.
pay for that out of the
You
bills.
pay for that. Then you're
Doesn't
not even
come out
allowed
the-
water.
It doesn't come out of the grocery
No
bills.
water,
No, it's
no-
fine. It doesn't come out of the
No
grocery.
baths.
It doesn't come out of the groceries. It's fine.
That's true.
It just comes
that
out
is
of the
true.
bills that you won't be seeing. So there we are. So yeah, if we don't make it to the end of this month, you'll know why. It'll be this one's fault. This little guy is been a little bit grumpy. I don't know if you can see him there. He's alright.
Alright.
He's drank a lot this morning because we're trying a new drinking position for him, because apparently the reason why he's grabbing onto his ear like that is because most of the time he's drinking from Sam's left.
No, my right, so he's
But
lying on his left.
Sam's right, so he's lying on his left, which means that the milk, apparently, there's a duct at the back of your throat that goes right into your ear, into your middle ear, and when you're a baby, that duct is very short, so milk
When
is
he
actually
refluxes.
going up. Or I don't think it's just when he refluxes, it's also just
Oh,
when
really? When he's just
because he's lying down. The duct is going, the milk is going up his duct into his middle ear, you see. So if that carries on, you'll get an ear infection, so we're trying different positions. Anyway, we're going over the Rochester Bridge, so we better go.
We're home. We had a little food stop before we did our shopping, but it was so busy. It was ridiculously busy. We haven't shopped on a Saturday for a very, very long time, and I want to do it again. But this little hiccup monster did so good. He did so good. He slept whilst we ate, and then he was awake the whole way around the shop, and then slept in the car on the way home. Buggy! Bug. He knows his dad's outside. So Liam is fixing my brake lights on my car because I had a brake light out, so he's replacing those. And I'm going to feed this little chunk, who's in such a good mood. Are you in such a good mood? I don't know why I'm talking like this. Why are you looking at the camera? You're looking right at the camera. You got hiccups before you've even eaten. Buckle! Hey buddy! You can hear your daddy! Mr. Happy Dog. It's like, my daddy's out there, why can't I see him?
Halford's book says 380 or the 382.
They don't fit.
The 380s are for the
Oh.
headlight, the lights when you turn the headlights on and the backlights turn on. That's what the 380s are for, but it doesn't bloody say that.
So we have to go back out.
So we
Have you got the receipt?
No. Well, yes, I do, but I just ripped it open.
Well, it's...
Well, we'll need them eventually, so I might as well just keep them in the car. It'll be fine. But it's a pain in the ass.
Well, we'll feed you and then we'll head back out then, shall we? Because I've already been driving around for like weeks without them.
Going back to Halfords because they sold me the wrong bulb. Halfords.
Grumpy doesn't want to sleep, so he's playing with his aminals. And yes, I said aminals. You having fun, Bubba? He goes, yes, I'm trying to eat my muslin again, Mum. Where's your Sophie? Where's Sophie at? You're not too sure of Sophie, are you? What's this? Bombarded with toys. So we went back to Halfords and Liam picked up the right bulbs this time and changed them there and then. So the car, bulb, brake lights are fixed. Just one more thing off the list of things that we need to get done / pay for / do. My car service has been booked in, which is next weekend, next Saturday. And then I've got friends visiting on Sunday and then another friend visiting during that next week. And then we're going to see other friends at some point this month because we said we would. Trying to fit it all in, but we're going to do it all this month. We're going to try and get as much stuff done as possible because we have a huge list of things that we've been putting off, not doing because I was pregnant or we had the baby and then Scout was a newborn, and now things are getting a little bit easier with him. It's getting a little bit easier to move things on and get things done. So I've just hung that up there where the clock was, and the clock is now back in the kitchen where it was originally. And that silly little noteboard thing that we don't use anymore is going back in the office maybe. So the other things we need to get done are paint the bedroom. We should really paint the office as well because that's got damp stains, but our landlord isn't paying for any of this, so it's coming straight out of our pocket, which it shouldn't. Oh dear! Who are you shouting at? Are you shouting at your monkey? Do you want your hand? Is that what it is? Because you're lying on this. Ugh. Liam's out there de-spidering his bike because I told him to bring it in because at the minute it's just sitting out there rusting and he needs to get the brakes done on it. So I think he's mentioned before he wants to get a like a bike service done at Halfords, which is like 50 quid, but it also means that he will ride his bike, which I got him for Christmas 2 years ago and hasn't actually ridden yet. So
That's not true.
okay, that's not true. You have ridden it, just not much.
I ran it to the point where it almost killed me.
The brakes on it are really, really dodgy. They never have been right since he got it, and yeah, he almost died. He almost rode into the side of a bus, so hence why it's just been sitting out there. But with all this rain and stuff that we've had, and hot weather and then rain, it's just rusting, so I've told him to bring it in the house and put it in the dining room for now. Shush you. And you. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know what Daddy's saying because we can't hear him. Ha 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 ha. Scout has been asleep for coming up to 3 hours. He had a 4-ounce bottle of formula before he fell asleep, and I decided to give him that because I was really, really hot. I wasn't feeling too good, and I just really didn't feel like having him on me, if that makes sense at that point. So he had some formula and it's totally knocked him out. We knew he was tired anyway because he was really, really fighting the sleep, but yeah, I don't know why I was coming in here. I need to take these upstairs. He's totally zonked out, and I am now going to pump because if I don't pump then I could be in pain later on. We took him upstairs and I tried to dream feed him, but he's not a dream feeder. He doesn't get it, and he just doesn't get it at all. So the ding has gone, which means everything's sterilised, and I'm going to pump. So this is what happens when Buggy has his cone on at the minute. He's not a happy boy. He's been getting further and further into my bookshelf, and I'm pretty sure he'd be inside it if he could be.